Everyone, welcome to the press conference for this year's Eastern County Games. I'd like to introduce you to our guests. My name is Emily. I'm the Digicel Marketing Manager. This is Carlandra Smith.
Hi, everyone.
So I know that for us, Digicel, being the title sponsor is a great honor. It's our third year running, and it's such a beautiful heritage game here in Bermuda. And we have lots planned for you this year as players and as guests. So Carlandra Smith will take us through some of the things we have on the itinerary.
Yeah. Thanks, Emily, for the introduction, and thanks everyone for coming out today. As Emily mentioned, I was super excited about being able to sponsor such an important sport in Bermuda and, of course, Eastern County. This year we have some exciting things happening. For example, we have a halftime shows. This week we're going to be starting it off, and we have a competition called How's That? And spectators will be able to participate in this event, and they'll actually be able to bat up against some of our captains to actually see if they can actually, get some 6 and 4s. And that special spectator that does great would actually win a field of their choice. So this is a super, super exciting halftime activity show. Never been done, so we look forward to getting some great feedback and some participation from the Bermudians. Outside of that, we also will be giving away some great fun Digicel giveaways for people to use during the event. We also would like to have some more interaction with the customers, so we're going to be doing multiple social media activities where people can actually they can participate, they can upload pictures, and actually win great prizes throughout the whole season. We also have some commercial activities for customers that actually come into the stores and purchase new LTE smartphone plans, and they will be able to win something super, super special. I'm not going to release that yet, but it is coming to you soon. So yeah, we look forward to the excitement and the activity all around the event.
Thank you, Carla. That's great. We look forward to, as Carla said, communicate with people and get to know the game a little bit better, because I know I myself don't know cricket very much yet, but we hope to have some forums and some social media feeds on how the game's played, and also how the teams do their best to win. So we're looking forward to that. Without further ado, I'd like to pass the baton off to Stephen, who's going to take us through, his vision for this year and what he's excited about Eastern County.
Good morning, everyone. Thanks to Digicel for partnering with the Eastern Counties in this year's series. As Emily said, it's our third year of working with them, and I'd like to thank Carlandra for all the new innovation things that she's looking to bring in. This will help to bring it somewhat like for those of you who have been to a couple of one-days and test matches in the Caribbean. Carlandra wants to bring that type of appeal to the series this year. Also, this year it's a great year for us, but bringing along the captains here to bring the game along. They are the leaders of this competition in ways, because they lead their teams on the field, and that's what everyone mostly comes to see. It's a game on the field. And the first round is this week Saturday between St. David's and Bayless Bay, and the winner of that will play Cleveland County on August 19th, and the winner of August 19th will play the Mighty Flats on September 2nd. So for those of you who are there at the game and you have your little stalls, hopefully we can have some lagosta/lobster for you on the field at the same time. But it's always great when you can work with people that helps to make your product better. And this year is no different from the last 2 years of working with Digicel. So to Digicel, thank you very much for what you've done thus far. And with this social media, it's not my forte, but it's for the younger ones.
OJ, as cup holders, obviously your biggest task is always the first one, Bayless Bay. Your thoughts on how your preparation has been going thus far and coming in as strong favorites, having not lost yet this season?
Yeah, preparation's been excellent, actually. As you say, we've had a good season so far. We're looking to carry that momentum into Saturday, but at the same time, we can't take nothing for granted. You know, you're saying what he favorites. But one thing when it comes to being St. David's, you know, it's one day. You know, both teams have excellent teams. You know, Bears have been a little unfortunate where they had a rough start to their season, but again, this is Connie Cup. You know, one day we know they could rise to the occasion. They have a few players that didn't play last year that could play this year, that strengthened their team. So, you know, we have to be on our P's and Q's. And like I say, preparation's been good. You know, had a good turnout last night. And again, I look to carry that momentum from the league into Connie.
How difficult is it picking St. David's team late?
It's very difficult. I mean, every week it seems like it's something as far as picking our team because we have so much quality. Obviously, in reference to Sedi, we can't pick Dion. You know, he's ineligible. I got Alan Douglas. You have Kevin Hurdle, and you also have Ajan Leon. He's been wicket keeping for us. So, you know, they're my spots there. We got a few. We obviously have quality players that we can pick from. You know, likes of Lionel Can, Chris Fugu, you know, even Mackay, Simmons, the newly appointed cup match captain, is eligible. So, you know, these guys have been out training. So, like I say, we'll see tomorrow night how the ends go. The next few nights, actually, tonight and tomorrow night. And I know Babe picked their team tonight, and we'll pick ours tomorrow. So, yeah, looking forward to it.
The fact that you've beaten them twice this season, does that count for anything? I mean, other than maybe a morale booster, but at the end of the day, it's another game that you have to play well to win, I guess.
Yeah, exactly. Yep, like I said, it's played on the day. Yeah, it is a morale booster beating them twice. You know, both games have been tight. You know, one of the games came down to one run, the 2020 final. But again, on the day, you know, we always say that cricket is played on the day or on paper. This team's better than the other. Again, on the day, we'll see what happens. You know, I don't want to shoot myself in the foot and start breaking or this and that, you know. So we'll see on Saturday.
What about your health? How you feeling? You ready for Saturday, no doubt?
Yeah, I should be fine for Saturday. Must admit, last night I had a little brief session with the team, and you know, I wasn't feeling still 100%, but you know, still a few more days to catch myself, and yeah, I'll be ready to rock and roll.
Rodney, OJ alluded to the fact that you guys haven't had the start you would have been hoping for. Sum up your season thus far.
Well, yes, as we all know that we haven't started off the season as well as we wanted to. But at the end of the day, this is a Connie match right here. You know what I'm saying? So this is a whole different ball game. You know, St. David's have played extremely well through the season. And like I said, we haven't played as well as we should have been playing. But like I said, you know, a lot of times people look at the names. You know what I'm saying? The game is played on the field. You know, but at the end of the day, on Saturday, this is a whole different ball game. You know, this is Connie, this is the community, this is family, all of that, you know. But like I said, right now, St. David's do have the upper hand on us, so they have the little bit more motivation, you know, and the confidence. But like I said, on Saturday, it's a totally different ball game.
How did you get your team up for Connie?
Well, I'm pretty much tried everything I possibly can try. To be honest, you know, I haven't even been with the team for the last week. Over last week, you know, my granny had passed on a Monday, so, you know, I haven't even been there. My first training with the team was today, you know, but I do send messages and, you know, send different little messages to guys. We went swimming on Monday. We tried everything, you know, so on Saturday, we have to come with the goods. That's it.
What do you think it's going to take for you guys to actually wrestle the cup away from you?
Well, to be honest, the last 3 years, well, we had the rough end of the stick the last 3 years, you know. Chris batted well. We end up, you know, draw a match by 2 wickets. The year before that, the incident with Cleveland. The year before that, it rained. You know, so like I said, man, I'm did my prayers. I did every possible thing for a blessing to come our way. It has to come sometime soon, and it has to. And I'm hoping that it comes on Saturday.
Obviously got a couple of guest players. Well, I shouldn't say guest players.
Thank you kindly. Qualified players.
Qualified players, yeah. How are they, like people like Derek, what are they going to bring to the team, and how difficult is it going to be for you to pick your team on Saturday?
Derek brings a lot of qualities to our team, to be honest. Like, you know, his burden, his batting, and just his presence, his aura. Like even at training, he's the one that's, you know, they're pushing guys, bringing guys along. Like, I'm trying to have a little surprise package on Saturday, hoping that I can pull a little card out of the head on Saturday, hoping that it works, but it's up to the individual if he decides he wants to play or not. But like I said, Connie game is a totally different ball game. I ain't had, from Sunday, I'm had about 100 fan calls. My JSLB was probably going to be up sky high this morning because the whole Bay community has called me, and everybody has something to say about Connie or what should happen or what we should do. But on Saturday, this is it. This is our challenge right here.
And this is also a chance to give something to your fans who have a little bit of suffering this season, not a team that's been consistent at all.
Right.
And there'll be other numbers. And as St. Davis fans will be, it's one of these competitions that needs no publicity, really, in a sense. It just promotes itself.
Yes, definitely. And like I said, we ain't had the start to the season that was expected. But in all due respect, if we win on Saturday, the whole community will not be worried about the rest of the games that were lost, and that's just how it is. So like I said, Saturday is the big day.
Get nervous a little bit? Or just excitement?
It's really the excitement. Actually, I'm kind of excited that Digital have brought on these new little changes that they brought, like halftime break, where Calandra said, they're gonna be giving out stuff to to the fans and doing different things. I think that's extremely good. Because like I said, it gives something to the fans to look forward to during the break and stuff like that. So, I like to thank Digital for what they're doing. I think that's an extremely good thing.
And you get a chance to see 2 matches before you guys actually played. Is that correct? You played
Yeah.
the last game. An opportunity to watch and see how teams develop. And over the years, Flex has been one of those teams that can put together half of a game. How do you guys plan to put together a whole game to sort of put your hands on the trophy?
Just gotta guys just gotta stay focused for the day, pretty much. That's what it boils down to. Little details, staying in the match. Like difficult times will come, but guys gotta fight through that, and then
Of late, you guys have been playing rather well. What do you contribute that to?
Guys just got into the season. Like the start of the season, we also had a slow start, but we just picked our game up week by week, and it's just going from there.
You've had a good knock. Reggie Baker's had a good knock. You had decent building. Looking at the other teams over the last few years, what are some of the things you're going to require in order to wrestle the cup from one of these 3 teams because they played in front of you guys?
To be honest with you, our Achilles heel for the last couple of years just been our catching. I dropped a lot of catches, so we're definitely going to have to nip that in the bud real fast,
Like Earl said, you got 2 good results today against Democrats, and before that it was PAT, and they had my first defeat in the league. And then obviously you won it at St. Davis, which gives you a chance to kind of see what the Wickets is playing like down there as well. But obviously it's giving you a tremendous boost, you think, in terms of getting the team mentally prepared for this. And would you have preferred to play like maybe an earlier round, or not before say it's final? But I'm sure you're eager to get going. Chance to wait till September.
I guess you could say this year is a little later than normal, but any round, it really doesn't matter. You just gotta be ready when you're day for it.
Dennis, you got an opportunity to try and win the trophy back. Second, you guys have had what you would consider rougher than these guys' season start. Connie's a totally different thing, but what are you going to have to do to turn it on around?
Well, it's been rough since last season, We lost our coach due to the national program, is unable to do both, apparently. So we haven't been able to secure a full-time coach, per se, for the start of this season, which has affected us quite tremendously. We have yet to win a league game. Well, the only way up, the only way now is up, because we ain't getting done. I can believe that, we ain't getting done till the fat lady sings, you know what I mean? But pertaining to the Connie game, it's very interesting. The first draw, being St. David's, it sets it up pretty decent for us. right after cup match, you know.
Now, the fact that you guys have held the cup of late, what is the community vibe leading into this series? And obviously, 2 weeks after cup match, it's your turn.
Well, it's very exciting, you know. Every year, Carney Games are excited, not for just our community being we won the trophy over the last couple of years, but for all 4 of the Carneys, you know. It's a buzz in the air all around, you know. And for us playing second, right after cup match, our chances look pretty good.
Figure guys be burnt out.
Guys be either burnt out or over celebrating, you know.
So there's still a lot for you guys to play for this
Yeah,
season.
plenty to play for. Plenty to play for. Carney's not everything. It used to be everything until we won it. But staying up is a priority.
You got to beat these 2 in the league. as
Yeah,
well.
yeah,
So I'm confident.
yeah. It's cricket.
Yeah.
It's cricket.
See your bad side.
Yes.
Come by me, all sides of the court.
Okay.
Audio Jungle.